Well, good afternoon. It is a wonderful afternoon, actually. We're not on the pontoon boat today. We're in Rescue Dinky. This boat here, it's had a couple of modifications to it, obviously. But it has got a very, very distinguishing, would it be the proper word? Past. It's just a plain and simple. This boat's it's a by God hero. That's just what it boils down to. It. Friends of mine got this boat. Kind of getting set up here. Sorry about the shakiness. Friends of mine got this boat as a ex-game warden boat, and they fished out of it for a number of years. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Get that noise out. Wait with that. What are we talking about? Oh, just hit this boat. I haven't been fished with since the spring, really. Okay, it's an ex-game warden boat. I got it from some friends of mine. They got it from the game warden, or I guess the state auction, maybe. I'm not sure how that goes. So, obviously I don't know what all it did when it was a game warden's boat, but I'm sure it was an awesome boat for that. I could see it being a boat that went on nighttime operations to go after guys doing illegal stuff, because that's just its heart. I'm gonna try a little brush pile here. If I don't hit anything here pretty quick, we'll move on. Showing lots of stuff on the radar. There's a fish. Don't feel like a very big one. And he wasn't. We'll throw him back for a seedling. There he is. There he is. That's nice. Nice fish. Here. Put him back. One more fish, and we're gonna go out to the main channel. Try a brush pile over there. Typically keeps some heavier fish. There he is. See how I flicked that off there? I'll catch one more. That's too quick. It's hard to leave biting fish. I'll give it a little bit of slack there and let that fish kick up a little bit of dust, and he'd come right off, so I didn't have to handle him. So Okay, one more fish. One more fish, and we're gonna go try another hole. Nope, we had one. We had one. We got him back. Come on. Baby. All right. Next spot. Heard a fish. Might not be a bad one. I'm using a little bigger bait. It's a little swim bait that I'm jigging. Probably about a 10.5, 11-inch crappie. And the reason why is there's some big bass that hang around this brush pile. I've caught some 4 or 5 pound bass and I'm sure they're in here feeding on some of these smaller crappie in here. So I like to come around and when I get to this one, I like to bring this a little bit bigger swim bait like this and jig it around. So the bigger crappie will eat it. A lot of the smaller ones won't really bite it, but you know, there's always a chance there that there's a good sized bass hanging around in there feeding, and you might be able to get something off of him. It's fun hanging one of them dudes in a 6 pound test line, but you never know. There may be a 10, 12 pounder hanging around here too feeding. It's an easy meal for these guys to be in here. There's a fish. Good sized fish. There's a keeper. Nice sized keeper right there in the brush pile. These things are biting light. You can get a little hit right there just like that. We got him. I mean, they're biting just feather light. They're good sized crappie. I mean, we're 10, 11-inch crappie right here. But they just got a light bite going on. See what we're doing? We've picked up a brush pile. I'll show y'all. Over here on the 19, 20 foot of water right here. It's on a big drop off on this ledge, and I mean we're not far from the bank at all. And this brush pile goes from about 15 foot of water all the way down to almost 30 foot of water out here. So what I like to do is cast out and just let it swing on in till you finally either lose some slack, get some slack in the line, you reel up a little bit and just kind of present the bait right in front of the fish. So it's a late afternoon bite. It's kind of a slower bite this afternoon. They're really a real soft bite this afternoon compared to what it was a while ago. But there's fish here. I've caught a lot of fish off this brush pile in the past. It's a tremendous evening. We've had some storms and rain showers today, but the winds calmed down, and it's really a beautiful afternoon. Just a little bit of breeze, just enough to kind of keep the heat at bay. Probably, I'm gonna say around 80, 87, 90 degrees right now. There's the fish. Had a lot of slack in my line, huh? Ooh, that's a good one there. Look at that boy. So this graph here, it's at the back of the boat. It's got my side image and stuff. And this graph right here, the smaller one, it's on the bottom of R2D2. A little bite right there. I'm telling you, they're just not sucking it in hard. It's more of a kind of a, I don't know what you call it, like an aggravated bite. They're kind of aggravated. It's in front of them. They're not just sucking it in. But they're down there. We got them on the radar. Where he was. I'm telling you, that was a light bite. It feels like a good fish, but a light bite. Yep, that's a good fish. We're catching some keepers over here. But you can see where he's hooked, how he's hooked right there on top. That's a bite that he swiped at it. That wasn't a bite that, see how it's on the, matter of fact, it comes in from the outside. It's right there on the edge. It's like he swiped at it. It ain't like it, you know, most crappie bites when they're feeding it, they pull it in. They'll suck that bait in. These are not like that. And you can tell it's getting hit. I can feel it being hit down there. That's a good fish. We'll catch us one more, then we're gonna go find it. Got a couple other brush piles I want to go try out. There we go. Woo, that's a good fish right there. That's a dandy. That's 13-inch fish right there. This is the spot we put out on Easter. It's been pretty good last couple of times, so we'll see what it's going to do today. There's a fish. A little more of an aggressive bite, and a pretty good sized fish. Woo! See them other fish? See how that fish has got it sucked down in its mouth? You know, that other bunch is hitting all around here like it just swiping at it, kind of pushing it off like, leave me alone. That fish had a little bit of shoulders on him. He had some weight. That's a good fish. I'm happy with that. Showing some stuff on the radar. I think we may catch a couple right here before it's time to go in. There's a fish. We found them. Woo! Look at that. Told you folks. And I don't know, you know, it don't make any sense to me, but I guess it could be true. You know, that pile over there was a very, very light pile, you know, bite on those fish. And so far, these have been the most aggressive. I'm gonna change. This is a heavy lure. I like to use it on. That was an 1/8 ounce jig I'm using there. But I like it when I'm fishing 20 foot of water better, just so I can get it down there and quit messing around. I'm gonna go back to this 16th. This 16th ounce jig right here, and see what it does. Same color jig, it's just the weight. It's going to, you know, be a lighter. Be a little floating presentation. Fish right there. He bit. Feel like he got a little lead behind him. Oh, that's a dandy crappie, boys. That's a dandy. Look at that. Woo! That's a fine crappie right there. See that shad hitting the water. I thought we might have had one already. I wasn't prepared. Oh, that's right. Ooh. Little catch and release. That's a old fish right there. It was a keeper. I think I may have to change my old lure out. He's looking pretty ragged. Been a good one. I don't know how many fish I've caught off that one lure. That's the same one I had the last video I made. Old fish right there. Woo-hoo-hoo. Good night. These are some fine fish we're catching now. I seem to be liking this 16th ounce jig a little better. As soon as it kind of gets into the target zone, he's already got something locked on to him. But I'm just thrilled by the size of fish we're catching right here. We're gonna have to get old Rupert to come up, my old red fishing buddy down in South Texas. Give him some lessons. There's a fish. What's that? I don't know who surprised who. But yeah, we're gonna have to get him up here, and he does pretty good on putting me on the redfish. I'm gonna have to return the favor eventually. Hopefully I can get him up here pretty soon, especially while this bite's hot. We'll send him home with a lemon or two of crappie. So yeah, that radar's got all kinds of stuff on it down there. Like I said, I'm just casting it out, let it swing on down. I kind of explained on the last video my technique, and it is, I mean, spot on right now. Just letting it swing right on into the target zone, and there's some slack. That'll be a fish right there. And a good one. Look at that. Good gosh. Grow up. We're gonna make some tacos out of you next year. I don't know if we've made all their mouths sore or what. They seem to. Oop, I was saying they're slowing down a little bit. There's a decent little fish. Had a fish following him up. I don't know if that'll be on camera or not, but he had a fish right behind him. Look. Y'all can tell by that he had some weight on him. We're working hard on these videos, trying to bring some entertainment to you. So I know I get hung up watching a lot of them on, or other people, not my own, but other people's videos. There's a fish right there. Yep. Golly, these suckers. Some fine fish now. But I enjoy making them. I enjoy all that. But you know, let's just leave me some comments. Let's talk about this stuff. I don't mind sharing some secrets. Not that I have many. But I appreciate it. The likes, get subscribes. So I felt the thump. Damn, I didn't even. Woo! Look at this one. Hey, he inhaled that. Oh man! Hope I can get that out of him safely. Come on. Yeah, we'll get it. It ain't very far down there. Yeah. Good fish. That's just dandies now. Catch you some dandies. Can't tell if that's a fish at the top of the brush pile. That's a fish. But I missed a handful of fish swiping at him. Come on, fish. We need one more so we can go home. That's him. That's him. We're going to end the show with a keeper. Well, that's going to do it for today. Man, that's a beautiful evening. Good gosh. You know, we get a lot of them in Texas, but you know, you need to appreciate every one of them you have. But anyway, that's gonna do it. We're gonna put her up and get ready for a work week. I'd start filming some Muddyfeet concrete pumping. Of course, you can see that on YouTube, Muddyfeet concrete pumping on YouTube, because this is Muddyfeet TV. So, oh, look what we're leaving. Golly, that's a mess of them. They'll be here next weekend when we come back. So anyway, y'all, thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and share. We value each and every one of y'all that do that, and the ones that don't, maybe you'll come around to it and eventually give us a like and subscribe and share. So anyway, y'all have a good evening. We'll talk to you later. Thank you.